Ahoy mateys, it's Dede, and it is September 30. And what happened is, in the past few years, after my brain injuries, my scheduling kind of changed in the fall as my needs and requirements called upon. I had in my stash a couple, 3, undated structured planners from through Amazon, the Conquest line. So this is the second one I tried to use. This is a hardback, and it's the ring loopy, double loopy, and I started it in October last year, and so it is. You use it up at it. So here's the September of this excuse me, this year. And Harry Potter is something that I really dive into. And I set loose color themes, color palettes and themes for each month and week. So since September 1st is return to school in the Harry Potter films. So there were some things I was going to do this month. Edit and post some drafts of some of my fanfic. Done. My goal was 1 through 5. 1 through 6, and I got 1 through 5 done. Posted. Return a book. I didn't get that done. It's a quarter block away. So it never has a sense of urgency because I can always take it. Never do. So this gives you a sense of, I also, some months get weeks out of order because organizing skills and time awareness is not a strength of mine anymore. I don't do any productivity planning or projects. I have hobbies and medical, period. A little bit of mental health and physical health, but this past 12 months I have not dedicated a planner to those. I have just been a journal, which is separate, and this is my planner, and it gets some journaling stuff, but snippets. Like, no one asked your opinion. That was important. Here's some notes on achievement in the game I play. Coffee run. Took 90 minutes to take control of my browser tabs. I'm a chronic digital hoarder. That gives you a sense of what I'm blank week. Because I missed one somehow and then I had to go back because this is 9/1 and this is 9/15. So I don't know what I did. I like to use long sidebar stickers. Most of these are stickers. Very few are stamps, but some are. So this was unfilled out mind, body, spirit. No color palette, but this is clearly green, and to me it's clear. This was green and orange. I made green and red pepper jelly. Success. Canned. And I cannot sometimes read or understand what I wrote. So that's why I don't do productivity, because I can't understand once I leave a project or a setting or whatever. Short term doesn't not be retained. So here I was editing a project, and I did 1 through 3 and 4 to 6, but I didn't post. I posted 1 through 5. So I don't remember why I didn't post 6. Maybe it's sitting in my Word. I don't know. Sunday dinner, we had a road trip. That was an event. Something fun, different scenery. That gives you an idea. There's the second week. This gem tones of autumn, fall. It is impossible to manufacture or imitate love. That's a Horace Slughorn quote. That's what I wrote anyway. And a Dumbledore quote, "Time is making fools of us again." I tried a pumpkin frappe on this day. I remember I tossed it. It was too sweet, too thick. It was just pie in a cup. Too much. And it had 4 inches of whipped cream on it. I was never going to drink that. I was doing some pen tests on some Moonlight Jelly Roll pens. Meal planning for Sunday planning. Talked to my bestie. More jewel gem tones, but this is more teal. Less blue and green. This one's more teal. Mind, body, spirit. When the mind is sick, the body suffers. The greatest health is wealth. The greatest wealth is health. Thus, I am bankrupt. Food for my soul, friends and family. That used to be. I used to have 3 Fs. But I give no more fucks. My brother cooked this week, Sunday. That's fun and different. I haven't done the year in review. I don't know if I'll do it and move it to the new planner. Extra sheet. Doesn't matter. So, the big beginning of the year goals: travel, research, a festival, street fair, and in-state adventure. Did none of those because it was a little disheartening because I can't take myself anywhere. Even if I could take myself somewhere, it wouldn't be safe for me to be supervised. But I had goals to research, and that just hurt too much, so I abandoned that. Homemade treats, cookies, muffin pies, I achieved this. Seasonal decorations. I only did 2 out of 3. Stuffed pumpkins, I didn't get those out last year. I should have gotten them out today. But tomorrow's October 1st, or Halloween 1st. So, I might do that. Or maybe wait till November. I haven't decided. Wood calendar, I did have that out for the holidays last year, but I didn't leave it out all year. Maybe from Thanksgiving to Easter. I didn't have it out for summer because it gathers dust. Book series, I did finish. It was, I wrote Rebel Mechanic, Rebel Magister, Rebel Rising. But I think there were 7 books in that series in the end. It's a alternate universe magic shift series. I'll do a video about the media that I've enjoyed for the past year. And what I found, just touch on that, I like alt universe female centric character book series. So my high level goals: adventure, treats, and read. Simple. Yearly reminders. I set up 3 for medical stuff and heart stuff, and didn't document anything, but I did tell my besties. So that's better. Moon Tracker. I abandoned this pretty early on. The color palette just wasn't working for me. But yeah. I did keep this up. So, things that I did read. I read steampunk, health, thrills, sci-fi, power exchange, and some chills, and some interests. I didn't read a lot. So, physical books, listening, ebooks, and Kindles, I didn't keep track of. These are just stickers at the foot. New words. I kept track through the world, through the year. So I'll try to say these. Lability, implicit versus explicit, cromulent, bussin', ick. And they were different usages that I was not familiar with the usage. And shitification. That was a new word to me. Greedflation, new usage. Bag holder, dross, coteries, precocity, Lonsdale, and I knew the second one, diadema, but I didn't pronounce it. I don't think I still pronounce it right. I think I used to say diadem. And it's something else. Priggishness, abstemious, interlocutator, aphoris, circumlocutions, obsequiousness, abstemiousness. Now, I wrote these down because I lost the word due to brain injuries, but it triggered that I knew the word, but I couldn't pull it up. So I actually looked these up, wrote with them, did things with them. Etidia cetra, vertiginous, passagation, ineluctable, hermeneutics, Pharisid, drear, crepuscular. And some of the dividers in this undated, so I had to wins and changes. So this is a great to meet you month. So I had 4 R's: recipes, rituals, rest and rise, set up altar, gratitude, jar, and move more. This is the day, October 2nd, last year. I lost my GrunEule tarot channel. I had to move it because I did something stupid. So I made sure to make note of it so I would remember what I had done and why. I was an idiot. Just freaking ridiculous. Unacceptable behavior. And I made some notes. I tried a couple dating/social interaction websites in this time period, which that's part of the reason how I lost my channel. So I tried app The Cage and app Her, I think it was. The Cage worked for me, but it was spendy. And I had to abandon that because income issues, and the peer dating app did not work for me due to my communication troubles. I did some unique art and cut and paste things. It says I recorded and posted a ritual, but I didn't. So I don't know what happened to that. Maybe it was on the old channel. Burgundy Bliss, that's the name of this spread. Cozy Neutrals. Meal plan: stroganoff, pepper steak, pepper mushroom Phillies, cabbage rolls, etc. Some football games. Blueberry, that's blueberry. I had some to-dos. I wrote them down. Use the library twice a month. I did until February, and then I started to use Libby and my hoard of digital ebooks and Kindle books, which I will never even get through. Only people who can see thestrals are people who have seen death. So it's a little doohickey. Wins and changes. I was still doing that. Don't be jelly. Blackpink. I was in a phase of Korean music. Zest of Life. This was my orange/pumpkin colored theme. Pastel Autumn. I've tried to use these habit tracking stickers, and I use them sporadically for movement and veggies, because we go a little veggie light in this household for health stuff. Had a visit with my auntie. This is sweet apple pie. This was a light planning week. It was also my birthday week, so I don't know what happened. Rest, relax, recover. Oh, the reason why I don't remember, but I wrote something down that helps. Seizure observed. Went to library, watch, why, Taldi. So, part of it makes sense, and part of it does not make sense. So, this is about when some of my existing brain issues started to magnify or manifest in new ways to me. So I have occasional seizures, and I have been hallucinating. So that's part of why I can't be on my own. I just don't trust what I see, and I don't trust my perceptions. Cold nights. And so I wrote read, RT, nails, and cook. So I wanted to do those things. I don't know if I did. Drink more liquids. What I did, this must be Thanksgiving week. Yeah, turkey, instant. And so we had a very low-key Thanksgiving last year. Turkey breast, instant potatoes, stove-top stuffing, and frozen green beans. Can't get more low-key than that. I don't remember what this means. Booms, strip nails, binge more. Maybe I was watching something. I don't know what booms mean at all. December. So I didn't do my intro this month. Holidays vomit. So this was just supposed to be red and green. Looks like I mostly did burgundy. I learned something. This was my great-grandpa paternal side birthday, December 3rd. So I wrote that down. Dice day. Was it that in it? I don't know, but something right now. Celestial. So I've been watching old seasons of Bones. The 6th, my game had a 2nd edition release date. I tried different character classes, etc. I'm still playing. I played for 2 hours today already. I had to delay my flu shot because I went into my clinic to get the shot and it was frozen, so I couldn't get it. And I didn't want to wait 4 hours. Actually, last year I made it without any vaccinations, and I have 4 that I need to get this year. Must do it to protect Pop. Week in limbo. I'm not sure what this means. It could have been a brain injury thing. Dogs and meds. Meal plan here. December 22nd. Spaghetti, burgers, sauce, pecan, pie. I don't know how that works together. Silver and gold theme here. We went to my brother's on the 24th. Steph was pukey. That's the dog. 25, ham dinner. Taco Tuesday. Neutral tastic was this theme. New Year's Day. Football. We start January 25 here. Started this page. Changes, Dyson deck, interview, and wins, but I didn't dig deeper. I cannot read this, but it says jazzy. To me, jazzy, I remember something jazzy retro. So this would be blues. Even though I wrote jazzy, but I use blues. Return new PC. A broke POS. So I wrote that down, but it wasn't my computer, so I'm not sure what that was. ENT, Inauguration Day. Best Buy trips. Something about my disability case. Blue notes. So I used a row for just some sticker border. Union City turquoise, Union City blew up 4 flights. I don't remember what this is. Sip sip. Born bluer than a butterfly. I don't know what these mean. So in my game, played Rangers, played Ranger, played Witch, load DPS, played Witch, load DPS. DPS, damage per second. Raspberry Mocha, Autumn Sunrise. Those were drinks from the coffee shop. Autumn Sunrise is really good. It's a kind of a caramelly, it's a brown sugar spice pomegranate energy drink that is bubbly. It's really good. Jasmine for Blue Jean, keeping it shining bright, baby blue sedan. I don't know what those are. More disability things. Cafe du jour. What am I covering? I'm covering hashtag coffee there. So this is a coffee theme. Have some gold. Sunday dinner meal plan, shopping list, Blazer games. Homemade potato salad. That must have been the... I wrote Yomo, so that worked. Red, white, and blue for some reason in this January. Janara by Kate Elliott. I don't know what this is. It was a book. I didn't like it. Currently reading. Sometimes I can remember. Your appointment? So I've been to ear appointments because my perception cuts out. Sometimes I hear fine and it just cuts silent. Because of brain injuries, I can't access the inputs. Be happy, be silly, be wild, be free, be awesome, be yourself. So read, relax, goal. Pick out a hairstyle here, which I went short. I cut all my color off. Strauss, S-T-R-O-S-S. That's the author of the Mechanic Rebel series. Love it. February. Yellow Flash. Disappointed in myself. I wrote that. Never write that to yourself. That's not okay. Jumping to March. So I was struggling in February. I messed some things up. Green Envy. My aunt was in the hospital. That was a scary time. My aunt is my father's twin. So and they are very connected. Like when my father was deployed overseas in Asia in '69, his appendix started hurting to the minute when my aunt had an unfortunate miscarriage of her first pregnancy. To the minute she had a miscarriage, his appendix hurt, and they sent him home. That's how connected they are. When my father was having some important surgery, he had a non-malignant growth behind his ear. When he was having that out, my aunt had a migraine and it ended up in the hospital. When he had his hip surgery, she fell down. They were terrifyingly connected. And I'm so scared that I'm going to lose them both. It's super close together. I don't know how to break that cycle, but that is acceptable. And what I wrote down, this is March. Bro got a new fence. Bro got a new car. Expensive month. Jumping to April. Gold Thrill. So we had Easter, April Fool's, Earth Day. So this is called Brown Suit, Blue Shirt. That's an early memory for me. My mom had made my father a brown suit with a fancy blue shirt. I remember him wearing it in the spring as a little kid. Here's where I use the habit tracker for veggies. Meal plan: rice and shrimp broccoli, ice cream sundaes. Walk, yoga, throw ball for the dog. My hometown is very small. My street is safe. I can walk alone because there's only one street. That's a blessing by being where I am. There's no transit, but I can go out even though I hallucinate and forget where I am. I can get home just simply because there's nowhere to go. So location, 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 baby. Doodles. Spring flowers. Feeling neutral. Tax day. I put a scratch and sniff piece of lavender right here. It still smells. Purple Magic. This is an Orwell George quote. All propaganda is lies, even when one is telling the truth. I don't think this matters so long as one knows what is doing and why. I'm not sure if I got that right, but everything is lies. I wrote that I was missing my mommy here. Currently reading Sunrise on the Reaping, part of the Hunger Games. Now it's the 4th book. I haven't cracked it. It's sitting under my fan in my bedroom. Blue and Gold. I had a cereal box of honeycomb cereal, and I just cut it apart. It must have had something that, well, it had day 1 through 7. May, let's take a look. Always. I don't know what I wrote. Can, chain, always, can, angel, in, ought. I don't know what I was doing here. I don't know, but it's kind of looking pretty. That's a stencil, but I don't know why I did that. Lilac, teal, and coral were the colors I wanted to deal with. Blue sky. Seeker and keeper. I remember doing this. Seek hope, happiness, hardy, hail, and honesty. Keep positive attitude, action, adapt, above, anger, aid, aim, amazing, accurate. Greens and blues, earth, June. Comfy jeans was the theme here. Girls' night in. I think I just put on a face mask and binge watched something. That was just me. Skate green. I wrote a lot in this week. I wrote down berry picking. That was in the garden here. Red berry. Froze a gallon of red berries. Purple hearts. I wrote down purple hearts, but I did not use purple. And I did not write, but this is the... I miss my mommy. I did write it. This is my... It's the her departure date. We got August back here. Ocean. Smooth crossing. I did some stuff. Tyrian purple. It's my favorite purple color. My mind, unashamed, conversation. Body, take our power back. Spirit, contentment is the greatest wealth. So I was trying to work through that. I watch a couple of Hallmark type shows. Sullivan's Crossing and Virgin River by Robin Carr. And they're Hallmarky. Creative roller coaster week. Focus. It's okay to rest. When we jump to September, look at that divider, so pretty. Green and orange, we already went through this at the beginning, but you get the sense. And I'm going to be using from the Conquest Harry Potter licensed journal line this Green Charms book. So this is undated, different from the twin loopy. So we've got our goals and reminder sections, the dot grid page, to-dos, important, and reminders. So this would be the month, and it's Sunday to Saturday. So in this one, I go into the first month, and I labeled over it. So in November, I'm just checking something. I labeled over it. I'm going to jump to April. What did I do? I labeled over them because I like a Monday to Sunday. So I may or may not. The months in this, Sunday to Monday. But the weeks, Monday through Sunday. So I won't label over them because it's just messy. So I'll use months, Sunday to Monday, Sunday to Saturday, weeks, Monday to Sunday, and just date them across the top. So I've got some months tags. I'll put them on those dividers like the last one. These are stickers I still have. Some Harry Potter birthdays, themed stickers. I will consolidate these into one sheet because I used a lot of these. I focused on using them because I didn't want to pay for it and not use. So these are all Harry Potter themed sticker sheets. And they came with some generics, some clear and some white. I've got a today, this is in olive green, I'll stick that in there. I've been moving these month to month in my Storygraph and NetGalley trackers, but I haven't, since I started the last planner, I haven't done a NetGalley review. I stopped doing them because what I wrote did not make sense. And they still published it, which made me really skeptic. And these are dividers from inspirational dividers from another planner. So I'm going to deal with setting this up today. The tabs are, they have a glossy sticker over them for durability. So I'll put a month sticker on them. I have a dark green pen loop stuck on there. Other things to deal with this, I have some orange dividers, which I don't know if I need. Probably not. A clear divider, bookmarks, 2 Harry Potter sticker books, partials, Recollections, Positive Vibes. This is one of my favorite sticker books. And Celestial from Recollections also. And these are just assorted trackers. So I'm going to set this up. Be happy and plan well. Much love and respect. Peace out.